good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's installment of Darkness over New Orleans. My name is Dylan. I am your storyteller. Thank you for joining us tonight. We were absent last week. I do apologize. I had a sick baby in the house, but we're very happy to be here with you tonight. As always, we're gonna go through our players and their characters, starting left to right. Thorn,
Hi everyone, I'm Robin the God, and I play the Nosferatu Thorn. He, him.
Maximilian.
Hi, everybody. Hey, my name's Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok, but you can also find me on Twitch here, playing a variety of games with a variety of wonderful people on a variety of days. You can also find me on Sundays on Tragedy Theologian, on Total Party Kiss. There it is. That's the name. Here, though, today, I will be playing the Gangrel Maximilian. Pronouns he, him, and as well as me, he, him. So excited.
Next we have Kiernan.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alec, or Commune. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Commune DM. I do all sorts of TTRPG content. We got a double feature Sunday this weekend in the morning at about 10 o'clock a.m. CST. We have Heroes of Asteria Unearthed Inheritance, our bi-weekly duo campaign run by Zenokami with myself and Blue Blue Button. And then Sunday night at 6 p.m. EST, we have Known Realms Telesh, Session 4. We're in a city. Everybody leveled up. It's a whole lot of fun. We'll see you around.
And Aubrey.
That is Atlas. You can find me whether I'm here or I'm on TikTok. I play Aubrey or Tremere, and ready to get started.
And I'm Dylan. You can find me across everywhere in the internet and the world as Roll4Dylan. My pronouns are he, they. And without any further ado, let's get into tonight's episode. When last we left off, our coterie had just had I was about to say interview with a werewolf. It was not an interview whatsoever. Had a meeting with the guru outside the bayous of the New Orleans, outside New Orleans in Louisiana, which was then told by the guru that they will be leaving the swamplands and returning it to its rightful master. The party tried to get some more information as to who this rightful master is and where the guru are going. They gave no information whatsoever. They just up and left, and then the party decided it's time to book it home. As they were running back past the cabin where the ghoul was living, the ghoul inside was sliced in half. Party started to run. The cabin torn to smithereens. Upon getting into the car and just about to drive away, the large sentry boulder that had the markings of the meeting area was tossed into the street from the wood line. Missed the car, but the party drove off back into the city of New Orleans, went directly to the prince's home, and gave their report. The prince didn't have much of a response other than, I'll send somebody else to go take a look. And then had a one-to-one session with Aubrey, reminding him that he is in the presence of the prince of the city, and he is also a guest in the city, to mind his manners and to also be wary of what he says and his actions there of the city. Maximilian had a quick meeting with the sheriff, Jacques, and kind of let him know that upon their first meeting, he saw that there were some shadowy figures following him, and then realized that they were being followed the other night as well. Asked Jacques what was going on, to which he replied that they were his eyes and ears in the city, known as the Skulkers. One line in particular that stands out. Jacques says to Maximilian, "Just hope that the skulkers don't come knocking," to which Maximilian replied, "I might just be knocking back." At this point, Kieran went out to go make a phone call to someone. The call was answered, and quickly the line was cut off after the recipient of the call said that they were reaching out too soon. Kieran snapped his phone in half, and then the beast took over. This was outside, about a block and a half away from the mansion, in which Kieran then sliced up one side of the building, a building with his talons. A innocent random passerby came to see what was going on, see if he could help him out or anything, to which Kieran pushed him aside. Aubrey came over and was able to mesmerize Kieran into a slumber to try and get him back onto a level field. During this time, Thorn had come alongside the Good Samaritan that was trying to help out Kieran, led him away from the party into a dark alley, and drank deeply from him until he was no more. Rest in peace, Frank. That's where we left off. So tonight, players, the stage is yours.
I think throw it to Max, right? He's coming outside.
We can go right to Max, yeah, because he's the only one who's still inside the mansion at this time.
Yep.
I think Max, after the confrontation he had with dear Jacques, I feel like he just leaves, no ceremony, hands in pockets, as he just like goes to look for the people he said to have fun or not cause trouble. And it just like they're all adults, they should be able to follow some simple instructions. He goes out to his car, wondering if maybe if they're waiting for him there or if they're going on somewhere. So I guess he's just going outside the mansion looking for them.
Okay. Give me a perception and wit. 1 second. Is that right? No. I'm sorry. Wits and awareness. Excuse me. Wits and awareness.
Okay. And that's still
You do still need to roll 1 hunger die because you are still hungry.
yeah.
We have not.
That's 2 successes, 1 on the hunger die.
Okay. All right. You can see that your friends are within the vicinity. You're not really sure what's going on, but you do have eyes on Kieran and Aubrey. You do not see where Thorn is.
Do I just see Kieran just knock the fuck out?
Yeah, you just see him slumped over, sitting down, and Aubrey just like leaning over him.
That's heads over there, and it's just like, I missed the party already.
I don't know how much of a party it was, but seems like the big fella's had enough of tonight.
What happened? He's like, I'm sure he sees the spidering of a wall crack the fuck up.
Yep, there's a blood splatter in there as well.
What
Seems
happened?
his cell phone might not have been getting the best service. It's over there, cracked to bits, and lost a little bit of control. Everything's better now. He's fast asleep. Look at how cute the big guy is just sleeping.
Wait, did you do that?
Oh, my hands? No, look, they're perfectly intact. He went to sleep all on his own.
I'm sure he did.
I could never fight this big guy.
Sometimes you don't need to fight to make someone go to sleep. And he like goes over to pick up the pieces of the phone, just to pick them up. He's like looking at the wall, and he's just like, "So where's Thorn?"
I think Thorn was taking care of the witnesses. Crowd control.
Okay. Anybody in particular?
It sounded like a nice guy. Heard his name was Frank as he disappeared around the corner. I don't know him personally.
Did they disappear around the corner and not return?
I haven't seen them yet.
Thorn, you down there?
You hear a little whistling jig as he comes around the corner, and his feet are dancing sort of on and off, on and off, on and off the pavement, whirling around a little bit. Oh! Kinnon's down. What happened to him?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I have no idea. I didn't do that. That's an accusatory tone, and I don't like it.
Did you take care of who I was watching?
Would to have a little snack. And I am full. I am so full.
Now, okay.
What's wrong? You seem a little tense. Why does everybody seem so tense? Aubrey, did you knock him out?
Knock who out? I'm stretch as I get up from my place beside Kieran and do a little dancer step back over to you, coil around you, take a little finger to your cheek, wiping the blood off. How would I do that? I'm about half his size. On a good day.
Well, get him up, Kieran.
I just said I was about half his size on a good day.
As you're doing your flurry dance as usual, Max just goes to scoop up Kieran by the shoulder and just we can burn these it real quick. He just like looks at Thorn and then just moves past them to head to his car. Come on.
We all going somewhere?
Back
Would you like to
my
come to
place.
my house? Oh, your house. That's
My
fine.
place. My place. It's closer, I think. I don't really know where Nosferatu's home would be. Or if it
So
would be inviting.
if you're picking up Kieran, the motion of you moving him will wake him up.
Oh, okay.
Because the mesmerize that was given to him is just until another what's the word I'm looking for? Another entity interacts with him.
Gotcha. I think it's just, as he's just settling to pick him up, he feels him waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, buddy. Hey.
Hey.
You good?
Been better. Starts looking around. Did you get away? Looks at Aubrey.
Unfortunately, I can't speak to that, but I'm glad you didn't do anything stupid.
Looks at Thorn. Get away?
Get away. Define getting away. Yannin. And he steps forward, hands behind his back, sort of looking up. You don't realize this, but I saved you. I did. You don't understand. How could you? I did it for you. Lessons are hard. Lessons are very hard, Kenan.
What did you do? And I want you to think really, really carefully about how you answer this question. Really carefully.
I did what you could not, and did not have the conviction to do. Such a human response. You're not human. You let that beast hunger. Why not fulfill your needs? I simply did what you could not.
He sort of pushes off of Max pats him on the back, and just begins to walk, pushing Thorn, not with his hands, just with his movement, corralling him up toward a wall, just leaning forehead to forehead. Is that what hospitality is to you, Thorn?
What?
That
What are you talking about?
Shut up. That man had an opportunity to live. One that, first off, isn't my place to give, but one that he had because I didn't take action. It wasn't very hospitable of you. Grabs Thorn by the neck.
Easy, big guy. We're all friends here.
I know. I'm just making my point extremely clear. Lifts
Pulling.
Thorn up
Grappling.
2 feet off the air.
You
Kicking.
immediately feel a hand on your shoulder squeezing you very tightly.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
It's too late for that.
Why don't you just put him right down?
If someone escapes me, let them go. Do I make myself clear?
Of course, I'm
Drops
sorry.
him,
Ugh.
and he starts walking to Max's car.
Thorn stands back up and just rubs his neck, calculating what Kiernan just said. I broke hospitality.
Aubrey,
So
go check on Kieran. I gotta talk to him. Hold on real quick.
I help Thorn up a little bit, lean down and rub their neck and give them sort of a lean in like I'm about to say something in their ear, and I give them a shotgun and I run after Kiernan.
Real quick, Kiernan, as you're walking to the car by yourself, you see off in the distance, on one of the rooftops, a shadowy figure is holding onto the side of a chimney and leaning off the side of the building, looking directly in your direction. You two make what you can only assume is eye contact, because there's nothing of the facade besides darkness. Just that split second of eye contact, and it slowly pulls itself behind the chimney and jumps into the smoke.
He notes it.
Okay. All right, Maximilian, and why don't you go ahead and have your discussion with Thorn?
I think there's a moment of pause, a moment where Max just like settles against the opposite wall. He just stares at Thorn. Why did you do that?
Humans are our food. He needed to learn a lesson.
Oh, you had a teacher for that lesson.
Why not? Why can't I be?
I think the better question is, why should you be? Why should you choose what Kenan should learn? Why should you choose why his humanity doesn't matter? It's important to him.
Do you understand?
Understand what? Huh?
In the end, if not me, then something worse will come along to teach that lesson. We will all lose our humanity. I was kind what I did. I gave him a swift death, not like the others.
Is that how you see that? what you've done.
Of course. People will hurt him. People will always hurt those who show a little bit of kindness. You show an inch of kindness, people will hurt you. Better that he learn this from me than somebody who really wants to hurt him. It stings now. I know it does. I know. It seems hard. But it'll get better. Once he gives in to the beast a little more, it'll get better. He won't hurt. No one will hurt him. Get better.
Well, two things from that. Of course, it hurts. It's going to hurt him. It's because his friend is the one that did it. That hurts way worse than any monster could ever do. And two, sounds like you're projecting more than you're protecting.
Perhaps I just have those years of wisdom. Not something I enjoy. I didn't enjoy hurting Kiernan. I enjoyed hurting Frank. Make no mistake, I enjoyed it. But not Kiernan.
If you truly believed that, you wouldn't have done what you did.
I had to. Max, I had to.
Says who? What supreme law of the land says you have to act the way you do? That you have to be this, that you have to be this monster. That you have to be.
Yes, I have to be. I must be. You must be as well.
Why?
Because I want to live. Max, I want to live. I don't want to die. I want to live.
You can live and not be a monster. You can live and be at peace with who you are. You can live and not hurt your friends. You can live and extend the hospitality that was afforded to you without any price. These are things you can do.
Know how?
Then you ask.
Don't know how to do anything but survive. And I want you to survive too. And if I'm cruel to you and Aubrey and Kiernan, it's not because I hate you. It's because I want to see you live.
There's a difference between living and surviving.
I don't know what that means anymore.
Well, perhaps it's time you learned again. It means you shut up and watch. You shut up and ask for help when you don't understand or don't know what to do. You don't just act on instinct anymore. You're a part of a team. You have friends now. And friends don't hurt friends trying to protect them. That's selfish.
I have known to be quite selfish.
I've seen that.
Are you my friend, Max?
I want to be.
Do you?
Of course I do.
Oh, Max. And he steps forward and reaches to take his hands. I want to be your friend too. I want to be Aubrey's friend, and I want to be Kiernan's friend. I will be yours, and you will be mine. We'll all be wonderful friends. Yes.
When I hear you say the word friend, I think you mean tool to survive.
No. We'll give each other purpose.
I have a purpose. To make sure me and mine are safe. That can include you. It should include you.
All right. and you shall be mine.
Look, I know you're scared.
Not scared.
I've seen the same thing time and time again. Seen the same responses, the same actions. Your chaotic nature wants to push people away, but you want people to be close. You can't decide which one you want.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly it. Like he could see through me.
No, I can just see bullshit when I see it.
Yes. I guess it's a really bad time to say that I took a little souvenir.
What kind of souvenir? I dare ask.
His hands in his pockets. And he pulls out 2 eyeballs. And he just swings them around. These.
How macabre of you.
Not macabre, how dare you? These are the most beautiful eyes I have ever seen. Well,
Do not let Kieran see you with those, or I will not stop him next time.
I promise I won't show these to him. And I also promise that I will give Frank purpose again.
God, you need work. Oh.
I really do. Oh, you don't know how hilarious that is.
Just,
I really do. Oh,
Thorn,
sorry, that was funny.
it's fine.
If you knew.
It's fine. I'm sure I'll find out. Just if this whole thing is gonna work out, and we're gonna live, not just survive, we need to know that we've got each other's backs, fronts, priorities, purposes, boundaries, all of it. Because if you really want to be friends, if this is something that you actually want, and not just some bullshit that you're telling me now to make me not yell at you, then you need to put in the work.
I will try my best. Again, I will try. I will.
I want to believe you.
Me too.
It's been a long night.
We're going to jump over to Kieran and Aubrey. While this conversation is happening behind you, Aubrey, you were running up to catch up with Kieran.
Hey, big
Kieran,
guy.
Kieran, you had just seen the shadowy figure as Aubrey comes up by your side.
He keeps that to himself until the group is together.
I turn to get in front of him, like in obstruct kind of his view, and I'm trying to meet his gaze, but he's much taller than me. I don't want you to think for a second that what you did or what you tried to do was in any way lost on me up there. And I'm sorry I couldn't pay it back the way I meant to.
Neither you, Max, or Thorn are obligated to act in any way because of me.
Friendship isn't an obligation. It's
We're
a
not
privilege.
friends. I don't know where everybody thinks we're friends. We met each other 3 days ago.
I'd like to be your friend. I don't know many people in the city, and most people, even the ones I know, my sire included, they don't just stick their neck out for somebody.
Well, maybe that's my, as Thorn would like to put it, human affliction.
I like your affliction. I like what's broken about you, my friend.
I feel like the only insane person in the room that doesn't see my humanity as some sort of illness, some sort of crutch. Max, I know, is like minded.
So you can appreciate me for my differences, but what's different about you and me, I like the most about you. I think you can help keep me whole too. And you know what? The next time you have a moment where you need to make a phone call that makes you so bloody upset that you lose your cool. And this whole time I've been kind of like the way a teenager plays on a cell phone. I've been looking down at my phone. I clack it shut. I thrust it into your hands and I go, make a phone call, and the guy on the other end, at least he'll fucking pick up. And when he picks up, at least when you call him, he'll keep you from making a goddamn mess in the street. Shotgun.
Aubrey, I appreciate the sentiment of what you're saying, and sure, you can have shotgun. I really don't fucking care at this point.
Well, I called it. It's my right.
Sure. Every interaction we've all had, I can't help but see the human element to everything. Your deception.
Deceive
Thorn's,
you?
now you're just Thorn's attachment to the politeness of life. Max's drive. His kindness. I'm too close to see anything other than that. The beast? The thing that I imagine Thorn was trying to get me to see is not something I want to accept.
And every time, you've only known me for 3 days, and every single time you've struggled. Who's been there for you, if not us?
Is that for me, or is that for your own self-preservation? I don't want to hear that's 100% from me, because that's just bullshit and you know it.
Look at that street sign up there. I have 1,000 people that can look after me in a moment's notice. I have penthouses I can go to, fans I can drink from. I could choose that life. I'm here in a dirty, filthy alley with people I like. And I don't like them because they're perfect or they're anything like me or they want the same things as me. I like them because they're everything that I'm not. Max is tough and he's a guy you can lean on. You're human. And Thorn is not afraid of the monster they have to be. It's not self-preservation. I like you. You think that I've ever been closer to death than being around you guys? I've never been closer. I don't hate it. I don't hate being around you.
I don't hate being around you all.
So friends it is then.
I hate what I am, Aubrey.
It's okay. I like you enough for both of us.
He kind of leans in. You're at my house. There's a painting there. 2 people. My mom and my dad. I could never give it to them. My last work, that last piece of the person I was, collecting dust, just like the humanity that remains in my bloodstream. Something that'll fade, that'll dim, and eventually will decay. Yeah, maybe Thorn was right. He gets in the back seat.
Thorn was right. Thorn was right. Famous last words, if I've ever fucking heard them. Gets in the front seat.
Just to speed things up a little bit. At this point, we're going to have everyone now back at the car. Max, you're driving. Aubrey's in front. Kieran and Thorn are both in the back seat. Kieran and Thorn, do you both say anything to each other?
Kieran doesn't.
If I may, I apologize, and I understand you don't have to accept it. I crossed a line and did something unforgivable. Like, I betrayed your hospitality. It's unforgivable to me. I will give you 3 answers to any question you like, as long as it doesn't put me in danger.
Thorn, I don't. When you were alive, did you have people who loved you?
Yes, I had my mum. My mum loved me. She did.
What was her name?
I could tell you what my pet name for her was. Is that acceptable?
Sure.
She is my Dizzy Daisy.
Hmm. If you were to see her again, in a perfect world where you could, what would be the first thing you did?
May I repeat that? Sorry, you went out.
If you in a perfect world were able to see her again, what would be the first thing you'd do?
I would stand in front of her. Yes. And I would simply ask her, what is my name?
Sort of lets out this very pensive exhale and puts his hand in Thorn's.
Uh,
My mom's name is Molly.
Molly, with an M.
Yeah.
You know what? My mother's name starts with an M. Mom's name starts with an M.
I ask these questions, Thorn, because these are things that I dream about. If I could walk down the street and see Molly again, and she could see me, what would I do?
What would you do? Leans forward a little bit more.
I would hug her. And I would weep for the time that I've missed. I would tell her I'm sorry for every shithead drunken decision I made, for all of the medical bills. And I'd tell her I'd be better. And I would do everything in my ability to be better. So my humanity is not this thing that's dying, Thorn. It's this thing that breathes in me. This thing that I don't want to see go out. You know.
No, I think I understand a little more. I really didn't mean to hurt you. I just...
I just want to make it clear that I drink from bags for a reason, Thorn. I don't want to hurt anybody.
I'm sorry I hurt you.
I appreciate and I accept your apology. Don't do it again, please.
I won't. I'm sorry. I'll try to... I'll try. I'm not perfect. I'll try.
Do I look perfect? He's crying. I imagine what his blood, like he is just this vision of a nightmare. None of us are perfect, Thorn, but he kicks the seat in front of him. Aubrey was right. Sorry, Jesus, are you okay? The fucking
Unrelated, Kid Wheaton on the radio.
Sorry.
Max, you have a radio in this.
We chose to follow the prince and do whatever he said for our own reasons, but we choose to stay together. That's something separate, I think.
Yes, you have a point.
I'm choosing to stay with this group. And I choose. He sort of pats Max on the shoulder and squeezes in the way that he squeezed him before. To not let that humanity fade. Yours is for you to do whatever you'd like with. Mine is mine. I will not see it die so quickly.
I hope it doesn't.
Sort of pats Thorn's hand again and...
Careful, I have bird bones. Oh.
I'm sorry. And I won't put my hands on you like that again. I'm sorry. That was unacceptable.
It's all right. In another life, I might have liked it.
Sorry, that really got me. Okay. And I think it just falls to silence at that point.
Going forward, I would like to take all of his punishments. If Thorn crosses you again, feel free. No. You just put your hands on me.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Aubrey,
do what you need to do.
I could kick you out of a moving car if that's what you want.
No, what the radio is it? So is how's that?
It works. I just
Okay.
don't need it on right
Fascinating
now.
how life works.
Where are you all headed now?
Oh man.
Because I'm sure this conversation was happening as you were driving.
Yeah.
I think Max, you said we are heading to your place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if that's not desirable, I mean, Kieran's place is also open. So it's. I just you mentioned it, so I just wanted to touch base and see if that was something you wanted.
Yeah, we can be still head to my place.
Okay.
I'll give a tour of my place. You got a tour of yours last time. It's about time I gave the tour of mine.
All right. So you are driving down towards your boxing gym, and the whole time this conversation is happening. We'll say that the remainder of the car ride is left in silence while everyone is going through, muddling within their mind all the actions that have transpired, the words that were shared, the emotions that were brought forward. The evening has been, in a word, electric. And the silent hum of the car along the pavement is a soothing blanket to the hurt that has happened this evening. Long minutes go by as Max pulls up alongside his gym. Max, are your people outside waiting for you, or is your gym closed?
I think it's always on guard. Always looked after. I think he drives up to like the garage type of area next to the gym. And he's just like, Aubrey and Thorn, why don't you guys get nice and comfortable inside? I'll have someone show you where you can do that. Get for refreshment or two. I just want to make sure everything is square with Kieran.
He gets out, goes inside.
Okay. You are met by one of Kieran. What are they called again, Max? Your group. What do you call them?
They're just like boxers or fighters. I don't think I have a name for them. I think they're just watchmen, security.
Okay, Watchmen. That's what. Yes.
Yeah, it's watchmen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. One of your watchmen comes out, sees you pulling into the garage, gives you a welcoming nod home, and he sees the two, Aubrey and Thorn, advancing, and he just gives you a quick.
Show them around. Show them comfortable time.
You got it, Max. As he's leading Thorn and Aubrey inside, let's have this moment with Max and Kieran.
Very compassionate speech you gave.
Oh shit! You heard that?
I mean, I basically got a front row seat, but that's besides the point.
Out of 10, what would you rate it?
Out of 10, I'd say it's Oscar worthy.
6?
No,
Oscar worthy.
Oscar
Wow.
worthy. Oscar
Wow,
worthy.
wow.
I was compelled, and I really believe what you had to say. I believed it all over again.
Thanks. What's up?
I just want to know what happened from your perspective.
After we left the princes, Thorn, Aubrey, and I just felt this urge, man, to try and reach my sire again. I've been trying for 3 years, Max. 3 fucking years, and I've got nothing. Sorry, Dylan, go. Sorry. 3 years, and I've got not a goddamn thing. The phone is just wrong and wrong and wrong, and 3 rings and it answers. And who has this number? I think I'm really smart, really big. Who's this? No, no, no. Who has this number? I say my name, and then I get too soon. And am hung up on. So, regrettably, I snapped, Max. I am understanding that that is the bane of my clan. That bit of anger I got can boil over real fast. It's not what I wanted. There was a guy, thought I was in trouble. I did everything I could, and fuck, Aubrey helped me calm down so I didn't tear this guy apart in the street. I imagine because he knew that would A, break the masquerade, and B, I couldn't live with myself. The kid's surprisingly emotionally intelligent. And then Thorn did what Thorn did.
All right. He reaches in his pocket, takes out the broken, like the half with the that a SIM card would be in, and he's just like, "Gonna break something. Make sure you take the valuable things out first or after. This is what I care about. I've already handled you as if you. This is important. More important than that.
What was that?
The phone you snapped.
Oh, shit. Thanks, Bubby.
Of course.
Hey, man, I'm bent out of shape in a million different directions, Max. And I know you know that. It's not hard to see.
I mean, your reaction is the sanest thing I've seen all night.
I shouldn't have put my hands on him like that.
They need a little bit of roughing up every now and then. I'm surprised I haven't punched him yet. That's just years of practice.
Well, you know you'd shatter him into a million pieces.
Well, that too, yes, but it's just knowing that you can at any moment.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be angry about this. She shakes the phone half. 3 years, no contact, suddenly voice tells you not yet. Do you recognize the voice? Anything about it?
It was Imogen. I know their voice anywhere. That was Imogen.
And I think this is the point where, because he's been probably like looking at you through the rear view mirror. He turns around.
He does the like coach or dad thing. He's like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Say that again.
It was Imogen, Max. I know Imogen. That was her. So she's had that number for 3 years. And he's just let it ring. Well, I sit there with my thumb up my ass. Exactly.
I'll pick up now.
Just to fucking hang up on me again. Who did she think I was?
Not even just to hang up, but to
tell me not yet? Oh,
yeah, man. That's fucked up.
If I don't like 2 things, it's brats and being jerked around.
Wow, that's fucked up. That is.
I know they try to make chicken sausages and they just weren't.
No, not the.
No, I got it. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, but
I got really bent out of shape about like brats gonna freak me out. Continue, dude.
I get it. I understand. Mystery meets weird. I mean, what are you gonna do next? Like,
I don't know. But the interaction I had with Thorn, that was seen by a skulker.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. I kind of
Didn't surprise me, but I figured since you had a talk with the sheriff, I should let you know first. And obviously the others are getting comfortable, so we'll inform them when we have the position.
Kieran, sorry, you would not know that's a skulker.
Oh shit!
You
Well,
just know you would just know the
I
shadow
saw.
person was
Yeah,
going
I saw the
so,
shadow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dylan.
Yep.
And as you say you saw a shadow, you can see like a little frustration on a Max's face as he like tongues at his lip. That would be one of those shadow men. That would be one of our dear sheriff's entourage, keeping checks and balances.
Good to know. Well, he saw me lift Thorn like a. I don't know. What do people lift? That's easy. Well, it's weights for you.
I mean,
It was like lifting air. It was nothing. But
I assume so.
I.
You lost your temper. Boundaries were crossed. I get it.
That's the extent of it. But my emotions are nobody's responsibility but mine.
It's very true.
I know what Thorn is capable of now.
Very
He's
true.
made a promise. The only thing I could think of in that moment was just reminding him of how important his politeness is, his hospitality, and that seemed to deter it a little bit. But I think he made me a promise, and I think that matters to him.
If anything, I learned that Thorn genuinely believed he was helping you, which means he's been under the sauce for quite some time.
That's definitely longer than us.
He's got a lot to learn, relearn.
Yeah,
We gotta give him some levity, not all levity. He still can get his ass beat every now and then.
The thing I want to do is understand. I don't want to bull rush every situation with my anger. Unfortunately, it has just come to that, and I fucking despise it. And I despise it because that's what this blood has made me. That's what it's. That
Brought
is
to the
what is.
surface.
Yes, the anger was always there. I was such an angry kid before I was turned, but now that's a part of me forever.
I get it. Felt the same way when I was boxing.
Yeah.
That raw emotion, that power you feel, that rush. It's all about finding an outlet. Proper one.
My outlet's been scaring the shit out of drunken college kids.
Oh,
I think spiking drinks are nice.
That's one outlet.
I like that outlet. It's fun.
That's good. It's a solid one.
You ever seen a rich kid shit his pants right in front of you?
I've literally punched the shit out of someone. So
okay. So yeah, same page. I think.
Yeah.
After we check in with Thorn and Aubrey, as a bit of a personal question, but that can wait till later. Less of a question, more of a request.
Sure.
And with that, we're going to jump over to the other two. You guys follow this watchman into the club, and he just brings you over to one of the benches that are on the side of the main ring. There's two people on the inside sparring, gentle sparring, very slow movements, no gear on, but they're just going through the motions. You see jab, you see them duck, bob, and weave. You see them hooking. They're landing, but it's just like little taps. They are showing restraint. They're showing precision. They're showing control. It's almost like a well choreographed dance, the way that they're able to handle themselves in this small fighting ring.
Well, it looks like that one there knows how to lead. You you do know how to lead, right? While we're on the subject, what was it like with the powerful hands around your neck?
Robin, you're muted.
Aubrey, how about we come over here?
You
His
need
hand
me
on
to
the
turn
shoulder.
that smile upside down?
And he walks around the ring, and he's just walking slowly with him, hand on his shoulder. How about you drop the mask for me? Can you do that, Aubrey? He strokes his cheek with his long, spidery finger, gnarled.
You want to peek behind the mask?
You dropped it with me before. I cared to talk to him more than this little facade.
So talk.
There he is. I've seen you around, facing lights.
Congratulations, you've walked by a billboard.
I thoroughly like this. I like this, Aubrey. Tell me, why the play? The mask? Why did you do that?
Life's a game of chess. When people know what you can do, they're not foolish enough to underestimate you.
Mhm. Yes. But I do like this version of you.
I like you too.
Let's not go that far.
Not everything's a game. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
You have everything, Aubrey. What does this little coterie do for you? Someone who has everything.
You think you want fans? You think that sounds appealing to you?
Tell me about it. Go
You
on,
want
I'm
people
listening.
who follow you around and claim to love a person they've never met? Parasitic relationship? See you on TV and think you're all that?
It must be quite hard for you.
So hard to be loved by so many people you couldn't care about.
And who else has seen this side of you? This true side of you?
A lot of information at a price. But I think I learned a lot about you tonight, so.
Well,
Messiah.
tell me about them. Him, they. What are they like?
Straightforward.
Mm.
It's good to have someone that's real honest about how they can use you and
Mm.
how you can help them and benefit their goals. I like that. I like when people don't lie to me, when they're looking right to my face.
And do you want to be used?
What game are you playing? What use can I be to you, Thorn? Why are you still here?
I play the game of survival. Just surviving.
You're older
In-
than all of us.
You know, now that I think about it, I would be 42. 42 years old.
Aged like a fine wine.
I don't know if you call this a fine wine, but
You know what? Left out in an alley, forgotten about, I'd
No,
still drink it.
who? Tell me more about your maker. This person who's so direct and forward with you. What is your name?
I'm sure there's something more interesting to talk about than where I came from.
Where you come from has a lot to do with who you are now.
Footnotes in a story, love.
So you won't tell me.
My maker turned me to trade. I took the offer. I knew what I was getting into. But you never really know, do you? You never really know.
So it was your choice to be turned.
I wanted what came with it, what he promised. He's made good on his promise.
He.
You say that like you don't already know everything about me. Since the moment I met you, you've been telling me everything about me.
Don't listen to me. I am just an
But I
old...
love the sound of your voice.
There goes that mask again.
Tell me about your mom. Do you miss her? Well, here's a hint.
Those questions
I
were
miss
concerning.
mine too. The things we do for love.
Is she still alive?
I'd like to believe so.
Is your father still alive?
Didn't know.
What if I say I don't want to use you? That I simply wish to hope that you survive. Whatever fashion that may be.
Are you collecting people or stories?
What?
You're the type. The type that likes things. So I'll ask you again, Thorn. Are you collecting people or are you collecting stories? Do you care about me? Or am I just an object? Something for you to have?
They are not objects. You don't...
There's been others. Of course there's been others. I was right.
Oh. Don't feel jealous. I don't have objects. That's a filthy word. I don't have objects. Filthy, filthy word.
So what do you have?
Opportunities? A second chance? I truly just want to live. From the moment I saw you puttering about in that library trying to steal little books, trinkets, I didn't want to see your head splattered across the floor. That's it. That's all there is to it. Nothing.
You don't need to collect me to keep me around. From the moment I saw you in that little library, you couldn't get rid of me.
Interesting. Why?
I like everything about what's honest about you. You live on the outside. You don't hide who you are. I felt bad the way you treated Kiernan, but it was honest.
Are you honest?
When I have to be.
I'm not.
I like when you are. Your face is honest. Got a real honest mug.
All right, superstar. Do you want to have a go? I admit.
Do I want to have a go?
I have little wrists and I can't fight.
As you say this, you hear a voice in the back corner going, you want to learn how to fight? And we're
To see who it is.
gonna take a break right now. We'll see you guys in 20 minutes from now.
Break time.
Break time.
Break time.
I think I love Thorn's brittle bones more than anything right now.
See you in a minute. And welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking around. If you're just joining us, hey, welcome. By the way, I realized just a moment ago that I forgot to do our intro video. So let's go take a look at that.
that's sexy. The serious
I don't know about you, but that never gets old for us. Robin, thank you so much. That was so badass, Robin.
Round of applause.
Yes.
I feed my children, I know.
Feed the children. Tuppence a bag.
Oh, God. No.
All right, so we're just going to jump right back into where we left off. Kieran and Max, most of you guys are starting to slowly make your way into the gym at this point. Aubrey and Aubrey and
Audrey.
Thorn. You had just heard someone from the back corner of the gym saying, "So you want to learn how to fight?"
Turn to look at who exactly is talking.
It is a older gentleman. He's wearing some loose-fitting slacks, a half button-up white shirt. Sleeves are rolled up, a white t-shirt underneath. His hands, they are definitely weathered and look like they have been taking beating over the years. He stands up from the corner, and the watchmen, they pretty much all give him space as he comes forward and walks up right to the both of you. All right, well, basics. Do you want to get hit?
Not at all.
Then you need to learn defense. What about you, young man?
Depends on the context, but in the way you're referring to, I'm thinking I don't really want to get hit. No.
All right, well, just for that, he reaches out quickly and just like taps aside your face in a speed that you were not expecting. Just a quick little slap.
I didn't hate it, but you were saying about defense.
Defense is the best part of any good fighter. You have a good defense, your castle is strong, you are getting beat down. Would you look at that? My boy Max is here.
Maxie, we were just learning about defense.
He slap you?
He slapped me.
He does that. He just walks in. I feel like I should describe what the gym looks like.
Please do.
Yeah.
This looks like a hall of fame of boxers of all body types, pictures, belts, autographs from several different boxers from several different countries. It looks like a museum of the sport. You can tell that it's very well taken care of in that respect. The bags look weathered and experienced, but at the same time, they look like they're respected. The place smells like sawdust and hard work. This is as much a holy place as a church could be, truly. And every person in here knows that with every fiber of their being. And I think as Max is just like with Kieran walking up to the three of them, he's just like, wait, you can't just always slap my friends. It's not like you could tell them the defense lesson without slapping them in the face.
Why? There's an entire section of fun that is missed in the lack of slapping.
Yes, you can. Just, you should. Like that.
Do you remember when you first walked into my gym, Max?
I do, yes.
You remember how many times you got slapped?
No, that's how many times you slapped me.
Exactly. And how good are you now? Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
He tries to slap him.
Slap a day makes you better.
Can I try to slap?
Yeah, absolutely. You can give me a we're both gonna roll Dex Athletics.
Death?
Death!
I wasn't told this.
Alright, so he's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, what am I rolling? That's a lot of dice for me.
So your Dex and Athletics versus his Dex and Athletics. Don't forget you have one hunger die that you need to roll.
Yep. Thanks.
Go get a max.
That's 7 successes.
Ooh, it's a
Are you
tie.
kidding?
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
However,
I can't even roll 7.
however, are any of yours critical successes?
Yes, 2 of them are.
Damn, it's a double tie. Okay, cool. All right, so yep, I rolled 2 double successes and yeah, cool. Nice. All right, so you both go for the quick slap, and your hands back slap and meet the center. Then he turns, he pushes his hand aside, goes, you've been practicing, you son of a bitch. I like it.
I've had a stressful day. I don't want to get slapped on top of that.
All right, well, that's why I'm here. I know you all had to do a little thing for the prince now, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
You all have a look of disappointment, anger, disgust, and remorse on your faces. What a combination of emotions.
It's been a combination of a night.
Am I angry?
You? Oh, well, you don't have it on your face, but your aura definitely says many, many things about you right now.
He reads like a book. It's really
He just lays on the mat. I fucking hated that, actually.
Oh yeah, just get used to it. Yeah, we've had quite the night. Sorry. Before I even continue, this is Angelo. This is my sire.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Pleasure to meet you, Angelo. I've heard only good things.
I doubt that. They've not always been good things coming from me, but I appreciate your sentiment.
He looks at Max. I really have only heard. This isn't a nicety.
In his case, they're not nice enough. That's
he drops it.
And who might you all be? I heard one of your names at the party of the Mad King, but that would be a Thorn, is that correct?
It is, and he gives him a bow.
Okay, cut that shit out. I do not accept that. Stand up tall. Rule number 1, never take your eyes off your opponent.
I'm a hunch. I can't stand too tall.
Hunch or not, you stand at the height you can achieve, and then you always reach higher.
Don't break your back. Don't break it, please.
French.
Oh, there it is.
I think I popped something. All right. It's fine.
And what about you, tall man? What is your name?
Kiernan.
Keenan, all right. And you, poster boy.
He thinks I'm a poster boy. Aubrey.
Oh,
Pleasure, Angelo. I've heard nothing but good things.
there must be an echo in here, Max.
They really want to impress and not hurt your feelings.
I am not one to try and impress. I do not impress lightly. I've seen enough through my time, and I don't care to be impressed anymore. I just want to live the rest of my life. What is it, Max?
There's no need to be that humble. Like, take a compliment, man.
You know I don't take compliments very well. Never have, never will.
Well, how do you take insults?
With a left hook.
He gives like a little bit distance between them, so it's harder for him to reach him.
That's not enough. That's not enough space.
I don't think it is. I don't imagine it is. I figured he could get there.
He's taking us from trait.
I can't roll the dice to defend myself. I don't have that many.
Let's see how many successes.
Well, are you gonna try and say something? I'm not rolling until something happens. That's
I would
all.
never insult this man.
Okay, good. All right. So he drops his air and just goes, all right, but in all honesty, I am here because you all had to do a little errand for the prince tonight. So I understand how the prince can be. I've been in his city for more years than I would like, and I have had to do some things that I'm not too proud of. Now, what he had you all do tonight, I do not know. I don't know what happened. I don't know who was aimed towards or whatnot. But I came here to give you a little bit of advice, a little bit of understanding. But more importantly, I came here as an ally to you all, and to hear if you want to talk about your evening and see how I can be of some guidance to you all.
Why do you call him the Mad Prince?
Plain and simple, that man is nuttier than squirrel poop.
That's true.
And over the years, he's done things that just go completely against the masquerade, go completely against the kindred lifestyle, go completely against all the other princes in the areas. He's just a wild card, and his nickname, known to him too, is the Mad Prince.
Well, as long as he knows it, then
He knows it, but I best believe you not calling him that to his
I
face.
would never call Princey that. That seems kind of insensitive to call to his face.
Just a fair warning. We had someone in the congregation call him that at one point, and it was not a good evening for anyone that evening.
Well, I do believe
Oh?
that.
Why haven't you ever usurped this Mad King?
It's not my place. I don't want responsibility like that. I enjoy my life here, my unlife here. These four walls, this boxing gym, this is my domain, which I have passed on to Max. But this is my lineage, this is my domain. I do not want anything more than this space right here.
Okay. That makes
did-
sense.
I did
Sorry,
want to
Max.
pick your. It's okay. I did want to pick your brain about something we did see this night. If we could go to the back, I don't want to have too many ears listening in. So.
Who you say this to? To
I'm
Angelo
saying,
or to Kieran?
I'm saying this to Angelo.
Oh yeah, of course, Max, of course. You know that my time is your time. Do you want to go ahead and talk now, or do you want to talk later on?
I think talking now might be the best. It is fresh.
All right. Gentlemen, if you don't mind, I'm going to push past you and talk with my friend here.
And we just head to the back to relax and sit down.
Okay? Before we had this discussion, the three of you, what are you going to be doing during this time?
Well, I invited them to come with me.
Oh,
I wanted them
I apologize. I did not hear that properly. Okay, yeah, right. So then we all head over to the side, and we all sit down to chat then.
And in the back, it's more personal. From all the pictures, there are pictures of Max when he was first learning to be a boxer. There are pictures of him winning his first tournament, a couple trophies here and there. His uh, his Olympic acceptance letter, a bunch of just like ribbons and things like that. And then it's the certification of he owns the gym now and stuff like that. But it's a nice like cozy back room situation. Two couches, nice fridge, nothing too major. For at least the office, and just Max just like that air of responsibility, that air of leadership he's had this entire time. The entire night, I think just like once he's in this back office, like just kind of washes away, kind of sort of. He just relaxes and takes like a breath and like just plops down on the couch and just rubbing his face. If I knew this job was going to take me to the edge of the bayou, I would not have wanted this fun.
Is that where you were tonight? The bayou?
Technically, we were in Garou territory.
Ooh.
What used to be Garou territory? I don't know anymore. If anyone wants to speak up about what happened,
It was
feel free.
just the meeting just to declare territory between what we learned would be the prince and the Garu. The Garu that we had spoken to, she had said that they were vacating the area, giving the land back to its rightful owner. Refused to tell us who the fuck that was. When we left, we heard this guttural, horrific, monstrous roar, and the stone. You referred to it as the meeting stone. Is that correct, Dylan?
Yes, it's the it was the place to signify that this is where the meetings are supposed to happen.
The meeting stone was thrusted into the road, thrown from the woodlands. A pretty clear declaration that whoever's taking over this land does not want any part of the prince or us kindred.
It wasn't exactly a takeover. The Octina tribe leader, Juliana, I believe her name was, she said something that place was returning to its former owners, but who could own the land that these children of Gaia so long?
That is beyond my realm of understanding. I don't know who traded hands in the ownership of the bayou or whatnot. What is very peculiar to me, and another reason why we call him the Mad Prince. He sent you to go meet with the werewolves.
Why do you suppose that is?
I have no idea. He's the Mad Prince. He does things as he wishes.
They were surprised by that too. Sort of looks at Max, Aubrey, and Thorn respectively. They expected the prince, but they got us. They said that the prince and his sheriff had done correspondence every year before us.
What was odd, I think, was the prince didn't seem at all too shocked. He didn't give much of a reaction, as if he were expecting this, and he's gone every year, so we were told. But this year he didn't. That must mean he was expecting something, or expecting this. Something isn't right.
Do we think that this could have something to do with his guy going missing?
Do sheriffs go missing down here very often?
Oh no, we had our previous sheriff for many a year. The one previous to him, unfortunately, fell in a battle between an invading prince that was squashed over the course of several months, but after that, the most recent sheriff, he was a good man. He followed his orders, but he did what he thought was right, not just for the kindred community, but for the community as a whole.
Right. So, sheriff, good man. I think it's a fair assumption to say that doesn't really mix well with the prince. Especially if this is somebody who might have been trying to hold off whatever takeover has already happened.
Well, they did bump heads quite often. The whole city knew that. Everybody knew it. Whether the werewolves on the outskirts knew it, I do not know that information. I am not privy to such things. However, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that were an inside job, as we may.
How does a sheriff just go missing?
Damned if I know.
Do you know of anything that could have been there before the Garu, before this tribe?
Listen, we are kindred. We stick to the cities. We stick to largely populated areas. Whatever was in that muck, swampy disgustingness area, I don't want to have anything to do with it. I never have. I do not care about it. That is not
Yeah,
my
that's what
place
it
at
is.
all. Ooh, Max, do I know somebody who? Well, let me think now.
I was going to tell you, I couldn't tell if that was a yes or no.
It's a maybe.
There used to be a ghoul named Samuel.
Sam.
There sure used to be.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean that?
Dead.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Um,
odd. His body was perfectly sliced in half, perfectly, as if with a blade.
Did you see a blade? Was there any type of a marking around the building otherwise? It's a very
No.
small shack from what I understand. If there was a blade used, the rest of the abode must have been cut in pieces as well.
Was a shack.
it was a shack. It does not exist anymore.
He was sitting one moment, and the next, when I turned him, he fell apart, but cleanly, like this.
Hmm.
This may feel like a diverging question, but
Hmm.
it is an important one all the same.
Oh, go ahead, Kieran. Tell me what is on your mind.
I don't. Room, coterie, my friends. Is it fair to say that we think that the prince is responsible for the missing sheriff? I say missing hesitantly.
I don't know. We don't have proof, so we can't just say it out loud.
Right. I'm
Is the
asking what your
room? Does the room have? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, please, please, please.
The room is thick concrete. Like this whole place is like designed to keep sound in.
Are there any windows?
No,
Okay.
not a single window exists in this place.
Okay. Well, I'm not asking what we have proof for. I'm asking what you're feeling. What does your gut tell you?
My gut tells me that we're being used by a madman. But
Or
to make sure that that madman stays in check, we need to be around him.
Until something is done about said madman. And Max, I think you would see that aura that you give off, the that fierce determination. For the first time since meeting him, you see that in Kiernan. This drive form.
You just have to be careful. You don't want to seem too giddy to get him off his throne. Again, we need proof.
Right. We need proof, and I feel like Jacques might be a good first step.
Jacques.
May I please interject there really quickly, big boy?
Please.
You're gonna want to speak to Jacques, the current sheriff, about a possible. Ooh, how do I put this appropriately?
I'd say cool.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, that's the word I was thinking of there too,
It's
Max.
not the word I would. It's not where I want to go with this, but
I don't want to get this twisted.
It already is, unfortunately. I find we are as twisted as a bow tie.
I fucking hate Jacques. I think he has just as much to do with it as the prince himself, with how far up his ass he is.
And Jacques not really a fan of
He
us.
hates my ass. Him.
You call him the Mad Prince, that he does things that are against the Camarilla. Well, what if it's not the prince?
What do you mean?
There have been princes who have been simply puppets. Jacques is incredibly powerful, from the little I've seen. Incredibly... I don't know what's the word. I would not put it past him. He sees everything. He can be anywhere. Just don't think that Jacques is the one we should go to for... I don't know. I must be mad, but
I meant
possibly...
following him.
Maybe Jacques is behind all of this?
Well, before we go running around accusing everybody under the moon and sun and stars, I think we just need time. We just need time to decompress tonight's events. So that tonight was a lot for all of us. We almost got crushed by a rock. We learned that the Garou are just leaving Louisiana. That's a lot. We just need time to process what we've been through. Until we get more information, we just sit here and be ready. Ready for what? I don't know.
On that note, I'm hesitant to share the machinations of the mind, as they were. Accusing this person of that. The only thing I'm certain of is that we're not safe alone, and that likely we have information of the people that you're accusing of something bigger. We have information we likely shouldn't have.
Oh,
Well,
That
I'm
makes-
sure.
If there's one person that I can think of that has information at the ready, that would probably be Little Twinning.
And who might that be?
Oh, you might know him as Jeffrey. We all make fun of him for his small stature and call him Little Twinning.
Oh, the tea guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
guy.
oh that's very.
We should check out the tea guy in the morning, not the morning, the evening. We're vampires. Oops.
It's a habit I got.
Sometimes I just miss getting up and going to a Dunkin'. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm told America runs on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Putrid stuff.
But we could, in the evening, go check out Jeffrey's.
I mean, we had a good impression with him.
I think so. Yeah. But I think you're right, Max. I think we need to take the time.
I will say this. His shop is called a tea shop for more than just one reason.
It's clever
Is it-
wordplay. Slang. Information.
Kiernan nods. He obviously doesn't get it. Yeah, tea.
You need some gossip. You need a little bit of information. You go to Little Twinnings.
Okay.
I mean, just the whole population of werewolves leaving.
That's
That's
big.
not quiet.
That's not quiet at all, no. But at the same time, I prefer the Garou being further away from us. Though something worse may be coming in, I don't know what that may be. I know that our most feared enemy is no longer, quote unquote, a threat.
Well, that's the thing that makes it even scarier, to me at least. The Garou are leaving out of respect for whatever this thing is. That means it's a lot more trouble.
Mr. Angelo.
Oh, no. Angelo. No, don't call me Mr. Angelo, but yes, go ahead, Thorn.
What clan does the prince and Jacques hail from?
They are La Sombra.
Sombra.
Both of them.
1 second.
Spell it. Lore checks.
Excuse me. Prince de Bois is a La Sombra, and Jacques just so happens to be a thin blood.
In blood. So he was recently embraced? This is a new kindred.
More or less. He's been inundated quite quickly.
So this means the prince is of an later generation. He isn't quite as old as we may think he is.
And they're not.
It's true. Wait a minute. No. I'm sorry. I can't just assume that Jacques is the fledgling of the prince, the Sombra. Shadowy people, the magisters.
You have quite a lot of information about people and things, don't you, there, Thorn?
It's his specialty.
He even called the werewolves the children of Gaia, if I remember your words correctly. Where do
That is
you
what he
get
said.
this information from? These are words that we would not be using against those mongrels. Why would you give them such high honors? Who are you, Thorn? What is this that I'm trying to... I don't understand you.
I am a mystery.
You got that absolutely right on the money.
But I'm Max's friend. I
Yeah.
can assure you.
Looks over at Max.
They stress me the fuck out, but they're good people.
High praise coming for you, Max. I didn't know you were that Max, by the way. He's looking at all your trophies and everything. He's taking it all in. And he's like,
One and only.
So does that mean if there's a shadow somewhere, we can be just
Seems like it.
if the Prince and Jacques wanted to? Could they be here right now? Looks around the shadows.
Oh no, I don't believe they could be, but I know that the prince, for all the powers he does have, he's taken a hiatus on actually asserting himself. Hence, you all going out and meeting the mongrels in the woods.
A Sombra that doesn't take the opportunity to rise above his lessers?
is that unusual, Thorn?
From the little I have of La Sombra, they are very much social climbers, win at all cost.
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by what?
The little you have on the Sombras?
Just whispers here and there. Trifles.
Is there any way? Can I fucking see what the fuck that was about? I don't know. I just feel like there was some bullshit there.
You can use a charisma insight.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. A charisma insight.
Yeah,
absolutely.
against Thorns, charisma and persuasion.
That's some bullshit. What the fuck is this shit? What's going on?
Ooh. That is 1, 2, 3, 6 or 4 successes, 1 critical success on a hunger die, and 1 failure.
3 failures, 1 critical success, and 1 success.
Okay. Thorn.
Your bullshit detector is very good.
Thorn, are you lying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
It's omission. I feel like it's omission.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
How much lie?
how much bullshit is there?
probably
8.5?
7.
Ooh, 7.
7's pretty good.
It's a fair number.
That's
Okay.
pretty-
So Kieran, you see right through this.
He notes that, and we'll talk to his friend later.
Mm.
He doesn't push it.
Well, I know that our dear sheriff is the same. Shadow clansman.
Well, I was told he's a thin blood, but I don't believe most anything that comes out of that person's mouth.
Well, I like I said, I learned that they make theatrics of using shadows, so like you can see that like Max is like
Max, when you say using shadows,
I mean like physically like shadows emerge from his self and then grab some chairs to like move them out of the way as a show of power.
Interesting. I have never heard of no thin blood doing that before.
So he's probably not a thin blood.
I would suggest not.
And that is a characteristic of a Lasombra. Thorn, is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Encyclopedia Britannica. Is that the
It was the fucking.
God's sake, I blew La Sombra one time at a party.
Yeah,
One
blew one.
time.
Yeah,
All
blew
right.
Wow.
It was a night, okay?
What-
Wow.
What kind of party was this? And
Don't worry about
did they
it.
throw them here in town often?
I don't think
and-
this is important.
This you guys, you've all said a lot of nonsense up until this moment. So let's focus on what's important
No,
here.
no.
Where was this party at?
Stop. Shut up.
Yes,
Shut up,
that's
Aubrey.
fine.
Please. Please.
Remember, you want to learn about defense, right?
This
Let's
might be that
just-
moment.
Let's just say those shadows can go real deep. All right. That's all I will say
Okay.
about that.
All right.
Oh
I'm
my
glad-
god.
All right. That's. I think you just see you go. Oh, that's good to know. Good to know.
Why is everybody so horny?
No, this is not horny. This is I was in danger.
Listen.
Scared.
I was in more danger than I was.
I didn't want to talk about this. You pushed it. I had
I
to say it.
Did
Literally-
you Thorn, literally, you could have just said, yes, shadow abilities are characteristics of La Sombra. It was
Then-
actually that fucking easy.
They're new to friendship. You pushed it. You pushed it real good.
But are they new to speaking?
No, they were actually really eloquent.
Hmm.
I've seen it.
It's been a long night for all of us.
Oh, I just got one more thing to say. And he leans in. Thorn, I think you like to say a bit more than you should sometimes. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Your silence says enough. Thank you very much. Aubrey, you like to play jokes, don't you?
It's obvious, isn't it?
Oh, it oozes out of your pores deliciously.
Oh, Angelo.
No, that's enough of that right there. Thank you very much. Squash that immediately.
All right.
Mr. Kiernan, you look like a big old teddy bear, but there is much more to you than there is to meet the eye. As I said, I can see your aura, and it is dark at times. Maximilian, you have quite a company amount to yourself, and it is going to be very interesting to see how the four of you are going to find out exactly what is going on with our sheriff and our mad prince. In this time, I'm going to ask you right now, what do you need of me?
I mean, I'm not sure if we need an appointment for our dear tea shop, but if you could maybe get in touch with them and tell them we're on the way tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, I used to have his card. Hold on a second. Let me see if it's
Wait. Do I think I have it.
Oh, good, wonderful.
Reaches in, takes it, and hands it to him. It's still in his pocket. Yeah.
He walks over to your desk and picks up your landline. Starts. I'll be just a minute. You all talk amongst yourselves while I take care of some business here.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Miss.
This ain't just no.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Y'all share a lot of information.
You don't get answers if you don't ask questions, and we can't ask questions if we don't provide the information.
You're a lot more comfortable than me in a place that I don't know.
Well,
if
think of it
Max,
this way.
yeah,
It's my place of business.
I was gonna say if Max
Max,
runs out
in
of
this
here, I trust
room, I trust you.
Then trust
But I
my
guess I
words.
trust your judge of character.
Trust my words, my judge of character, my space. Trust all of it. With everything.
Question,
What's
Max.
up? What's up?
Do you have any ghouls running around here?
Can I ask why you want to know?
As a friend, I. If you'd like, I could make a few for you.
I'm good. These people here in the gym can be very much trusted in their abilities. I've trained myself.
Mm.
They're fine. I appreciate the offer.
Look, now you've gone and upset him.
No, I'm not upset.
I'm not upset.
I'm upset.
Oh, Kiernan, come. Come, my darling. Come. Don't squeeze me too hard, please.
It's, oh,
His
God.
arms are just at his side.
It's
Glow
just that scene-
stick.
It's just that scene from Harry Potter where Voldemort hugs Draco.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Except
Except the height of like
is
this.
the size of Hagrid. Your thorns just wrapping him around the waist.
just very awkwardly.
Okay, all right.
There.
I was okay. So we're gonna chill here,
Mm-hmm.
do our thing. We're in a safe space. Do you have any people around? Like people, human people,
Human people?
Yeah.
Hunt.
No.
Didn't you already? No.
Yes, Thorn. Did you not already eat?
Sorry,
we weren't bringing that up.
Do all of you drink from bags? I can't do that.
No, I do. I think I'm the outlier there.
Rich bags.
Blood bags. What?
What?
I thank you very much, Mr. Twigs. They will see you tomorrow. Hangs up the phone. Well, he's got business to take care of tonight. He's pick up a new supply, but he'd be most intrigued to speak with you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Angelo.
Oh, of course. My pleasure, my pleasure. Just anything to help out my buddy Max. And his friends, of course. I can't forget you three.
Max comes first in your eyes, and I deeply respect that.
Yeah,
Any friend of Max's.
Wow.
You could forget me. It's fine.
Okay.
Will do. Thank you very much for the offer.
This is very uncomfortable for me. Y'all so friendly. It is tiring. What is happening?
So
just act normally.
Are there just any normal people around here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I find myself to be normal.
Yeah,
I meant
felt like an attack. It did.
Okay.
Humans.
Holy fuck. I just meant human people, not kindred people, not Garu people, human people.
He's just pointing out.
Did you not see them in the ring? Did you not smell them outside?
I didn't know.
You gotta get your sinuses checked, boy.
He was standing very close to Thorn. It's not entirely his fault. You don't really get used to it.
He turns around, walks out.
I do smell like a sewer.
To go talk to one of the people.
Okay.
Thank you, Angelo, for your hospitality. I appreciate it. Max, thank you.
Kieran, thank you very much for stopping by. It was a pleasure to speak with you.
Likewise.
If you do need a sewer to travel back in, Thorn, there are several around the gym.
Yes, I'll just dip down into the sewers.
I mean,
that's what I'll do.
If you need a drive, I can drive you wherever you need me.
No, absolutely not. I will walk out there and definitely go into the sewers like a good boy and stay there. That's what I will do.
You don't have to fuck with me.
I do feel like that answer is a bit
like you don't have to fuck with
dishonest.
me. Like, I'm trying to be courteous.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna find a nice, pretty man, and I'm going to suck the life out of him.
There are several criminals on the streets you can.
Well, here's the thing.
I didn't say
I wasn't doing anything for the rest of the night, but I am.
I mean,
relentless.
You two can hang out. I'm gonna fucking take a nap, sleep.
I am glad you finished that sentence, Max, because with these two, what they're saying, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Angelo,
Aubrey, have you ever traveled?
When I say this with my whole chest, their flirtatious nature is suffocating me. It's wild. I love them to death. They're becoming quick friends of mine. But
listen, Angelo, Max, you just gotta teach them a little bit of defense. Remember, teach them some defense every once in a while. A good clean one will make someone straight real fast.
I feel like that.
I immediately knew he was talking about slapping me. Is that weird?
Yes,
I immediately knew that.
No. It's all right.
So on my way uptown, I'm headed uptown. Thorn, can I give you a ride?
Uptown.
I know a blood bank up there.
Oh, you can give me a ride.
It's a blood bank.
No, you can give me a ride. I'll ride in your fancy little car. You want to take me in your fancy little car?
I have a driver, but I guess I could take you.
We're gonna take a quick break and go over to where Kieran has walked into the main gym. Kieran, you see the two people that were inside the ring that were light sparring? They are now in full heavy sparring gear, like not typical boxing gear. They are wearing almost almost full riot gear, and they are going at it hard. They are beating the snot out of each other.
I don't want to interrupt that. I look around for a phone. I broke mine.
Mhm.
I don't have one.
Uh,
you have one. Didn't you get one?
Did I get a new phone?
no,
No, I
you,
didn't get a new phone.
no, he didn't get a
You
new
got
phone.
from Au- oh,
No.
from Aubrey.
No, I look for if there's a phone. I look for a phone.
There is a landline out there.
Okay, yeah, I go to the landline.
Mhm.
Can I call one of my contacts for blood supply? I have a question.
Yeah, absolutely. You have what, 3 dots in contacts? Is that correct?
Contacts I have. What the fuck is it? Bu- 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 bu.
Should be on the
Yeah,
second
contact.
page.
I have 2 dots.
Oh, 2. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At this hour, yes, you can definitely give one of them a call. Who are you reaching
Okay.
out to?
He is gonna reach out. He's gonna reach out to the uh there's a woman by the name uh of Stephanie, who is a very sweet clerical woman who works at a blood bank at the hospital late at night. So he calls and he's like, "Hey, I just need some."
Okay. Yep. No, you can give her a call, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
She answers the phone. St. Agnes Hospital. How may I help you?
Hey, sweetheart, it's Kieran.
Oh, Kiri, what's up, baby?
I hey, I just had like a question.
Oh, I know what you need, my love. I know what you
Do
need.
no. Well, I do actually I do need this. Um, what do I usually call for?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anybody in the morgue?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, anybody you trust with the
Well,
my current
what are you trying to?
situation?
What's going on?
I uh I just need something dropped off
A body?
somewhere. No, no. Personal effect.
Oh, are you sure you want it in the morgue? That gets cleaned out regularly.
I want no. I want this person in the morgue to say that they found a belonging of mine and deliver it to somebody.
Okay, I'm just not gonna ask any more questions. Yeah, sure. I can see if Francine is working down there tonight.
Okay.
Can I put you on a brief hold?
Yeah.
Elevator music, just automatically chimes in. And a few moments go by. Long, drawn out. The music is getting repetitive, tedious, to the point where it's almost numbing. And then she comes
I get
back.
so used to it at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes, "Oh, Kiri, sorry. We just got jabbing. Yeah, yep. She'll be happy. Francine will be happy to help you out. Um, how big is this thing we're working with? What do you? How are you gonna drop it off?
I can bring it when I pick up my
Supply.
yes. Size wise, we're looking at about 16 by 24.
Oh my. Okay.
It's light, and I will wrap it.
Okay. I
It's
will.
a painting.
Oh, interesting. Okay, sure. Yes, I'd be happy to. Um, are you picking up tonight or tomorrow night?
I'll pick up tonight.
Very good. I will see you in. She just takes a few moments. Can you be here in an hour and a half?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. How much do you need?
Couple weeks worth.
I'm not
If you
sure
can't
if
do
we
that,
have
at least
that.
worth
We've
receiving.
had we've had, blood shortage in the area, actually across the country. But how much can
Week's
you?
worth is fine.
A week's worth. I'll see what I can do.
If you can do that, whatever you can muster is fine.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll finish up where I'm at and make my way to you.
Now, I know I ask this every time. I don't take money as payment. My daughter is really, really nice. She's just looking for a good person. I really like you. I think you. No, just come on. Chelsea is a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Just one date. Just one. Please. I just really want grandchildren. I don't care if they drink blood.
Stephanie,
I
can't have kids, Stephanie.
But you might be able to, or...
Okay, how about this? I will take Chelsea out for drinks. Normal human drinks.
Oh.
I can have one a week. And I will use that for Chelsea.
Are you part of the AA? Is that why you can only have one a week? Or what's going on here? You know what? It's okay. Don't worry. I appreciate you. I'll see you in an hour and a half. Okay, Kiri?
Oh, okay, Steph.
Okay.
You, sweetheart.
All right. Kisses. Bye-bye. Click.
Why did I do that? Because I got a date with Chelsea coming.
You got a date.
You got a date.
God damn it.
All right. The rest of the group. Angelo stands up and goes, all right, well, I think that our business here is concluded, yes? You have your meeting with Mr. Little Twinnings tomorrow. You don't need anything from me anymore at this point. I'm going to head myself back home. And before the sun rises, I suggest that you all either stay here with my friend Max or you find back to your own abodes. And then he just walks out into the other room.
Thank you again, Angelo.
Anytime, Max. Good to see you, my boy.
Good to see you. I think we've all earned ourselves some reprieve. Chance to relax.
Kieran walks in. I gotta take a trip. I'll be back.
I mean,
And on that, we're going to end tonight's session right there.
That makes sense.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us on this very emotional and fantastic role-playing episode tonight. I don't know about you guys, but I had a blast.
I did
fantastic.
too.
Great.
Dude, I can't wait to
all
meet
time.
Chelsea, dude.
Wow, what a date. I can't believe you got a date. You got a date.
Me neither. It was not on any of Kiernan's goals.
No,
Hey,
no
hashtag
bingo
new
card.
goals. New you, baby.
I just look on the phone. When I do that?
Excuse
With a
me.
human, not a thing. Yeah. Alive, living person. She's gonna hate that.
So once again, thank you everyone for joining us. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me see who is playing some vampire tonight, so we can give them a little raid.
Ready.
Yeah. What?
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear anything for a second.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, it doesn't seem like anyone's
I thought you were
playing.
answering the question I was asking in my head. I'm like, could I convince Thorn to go with me to a party in the Garden District?
Stop.
I just there's like
These
lots
live
of
channels or
people.
no? That's Blood Hunt. That's Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt.
Probably could.
Well, they're all playing Blood Hunt, but yeah, that's all right. Anyways, if that's the case, we're not going to raid anyone tonight. But thank you everyone for joining us. We will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Bye.